Hi friends, in the last class we have seen the problem number 4, and today's class I'll be taking out two more problems, 5th and 6th. Before I start explaining problem number 5 and 6, before I start problem number 5 and 6, I would like to tell you few things that in the initial classes of admission of partner, that is when I have given the adjustments which are required to be made, there I've explained you about profit sharing ratio. I've explained you about revaluation of profits and losses, revaluation of assets and liabilities. Then I have also explained you about treatment of goodwill. Of course, treatment of goodwill we have learned separately. Then undistributed profits and losses, capital contribution by new partner. These things we have discussed, and the new balance sheet. There, I've explained you one particular point called as adjustment of capitals. That means capitals according to their new profit sharing ratio. Then what happens in that today, I told you I'll be explaining at the appropriate time. Now the time has come. The 6th problem and 7th problem, 5th and 6th problem, we are having these things. So that today I want to start explaining this. So today's class I am explaining with adjustment of capitals. When you look at the adjustment of capitals, what is adjustment of capital means? That is capitals capital balances, that is capital balances are according to their profit that is capital balances are according to their profit sharing ratio. So this is what important adjustment. Sir, what is capital balance? See, after new partner joining the firm, all the partners might have felt like my capital is bit higher, your capital is bit lower. Instead of that, they may decide like let us have our capital according to our profit sharing ratio. When capitals are according to their profit sharing ratio, I think there will not be any inequality among them, and you can make payment according to their capital contribution. Then we can call them as a capital ratio also. Capital ratio, profit sharing ratio, both are same. No partner is gaining, no partner is losing. According to your capital contribution, you will be getting shares. Suppose my capital is 50,000, B capital is 30, C capital is 20, 5:3:2. My profit sharing ratio, the capital ratio is also 5:3:2. Then I think this is also called as proportionate capital. That means according to my profit sharing ratio, my capital balances are there. So then, in that is the case, I think whenever you distribute profit, according to your contribution, your share of contribution, you will be entitled to get profit. Say I told you 50,000, 30,000, 20,000. So here capital ratio will be 5:3:2. Let us say profit sharing ratio is also 5:3:2. No problem. Suppose 10,000 rupees is the profit. This 10,000 profit will be given to 5,000 to A, 3,000 to B, 2,000 to C. That means you are giving the profit according to their capital contribution ratio, which is nothing but profit sharing ratio. Then you don't no complaints to any partner, because according to your contribution you will be getting your profit sharing ratio. So I think after admission, if partners have decided let us have our capitals according to profit sharing ratio, I think that is what we will be looking at. So then why should we learn it separately? I'll tell you. The reason is that to find out the capitals according to their profit sharing ratio, first of all, you should know what is the new capital of the firm. Knowing new capital of the firm is important. Once if you know what is the new capital of the firm, I think you can split that capital according to profit sharing ratio. Then what happens? Previously the capitals were not according to their profit sharing ratio. Then one partner may be having more, other partner is having less. The partner is having more capital will be paid. The partner is having less capital should bring the cash. I think that is what we are discussing in today's class. It's called as adjustment of capitals. That means we are having three methods here, three models. Model 1, adjustment of capital. On the basis of new partner's share. Adjustment of capitals on the basis of new partner share of capital. Okay, so what is to be done now? That is, new firm capital is equal to new partners share of capital into reciprocal of his share. New partner share of capital into reciprocal of his share. Is this clear? New partner share of capital into reciprocal of his share. This model number 1 we are having in problem number 5 of charms material. This we will be discussing today. How to find out new firm's capital? Tell me. New partner share of capital into reciprocal of his share. Reciprocal of his share means reversal of share. Okay. This is model 1. Now model 2. I think this we don't have actually, but I am writing. It's not there. Only for notes as sake I am giving. On the basis of combined adjusted capitals. Capitals of old partners. Old partners. Therefore, new firm capital is equal to this we used to have in IPCC, but you don't have any such problems here foundation material so far. But having no issue, that is why I am giving new firm's capital is equal to combined adjusted capitals. Combined adjusted capital means after adding undistributed profits etc. Combined adjusted capitals of old partners into let me write into reciprocal of their share. reciprocal of their share. That is reversal of balance. Reciprocal of their share means reversal of balance. Suppose new partner share one by 4. Therefore, balance is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. This is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 becomes to the reciprocal of their share means 3 by 4. You reverse it. Reversal is 4 by 3. That's it. The 1 by 4, if you are going to give the new partner, 3 by 4 belongs to whom? Remaining partner, that is old partner. So that is what. I think we don't have any problem. Previously we used a CPT foundation. Definitely there is 2 bit on this. So that is the reason I have given. So no need to worry about it. Now model 3. I think this is the problem we are having in 6th problem. Model 3. This is very simple one. When base capital of the new firm is given. When base capital of the new firm is given. Therefore, new firm capital is equal to base capital. That is given. So, you please remember, note, whenever capitals are adjusted, any partner whose capital is more will be paid. New firm capital is good base capital. Whenever capitals are adjusted in any of the 3 methods, this is completed. Whenever capitals are adjusted, any partner whose capital is more, let me use the word surplus, will be paid in cash. However, if any partner capital is showing deficiency, such partner need to bring in cash. That means, example, after adjustment, A's capital should be 50, but A is having 60. How much excess is having? He has to be paid 60. See, after adjustment of capital, A should hold 50,000, but A is having 60. How much excess is having? 10. That 10,000 will be paid. Suppose B after adjustment has to be 50, but is having 40. That means how much deficiency is having? 10,000. The 10,000 rupees he should bring. Is this clear? Whenever capitals are adjusted, any partner whose capital is surplus will be paid in cash. However, if any partner capital is showing deficiency, such partner need to bring in cash. Okay. So I think this is all about the adjustment of capitals. With this, we have completed the discussion on which problem? On adjustment of capitals. Okay. So 3 models we are having. Those 3 models I have covered. Now let me take this problem, 5th problem. And as far as the model 3 is concerned, sixth problem of Chom's material. Okay, let us see. A and B are in partnership, sharing profits and losses. See, the adjustment of capital is in addition to the points we have discussed. Okay, that you will be able to know through this problem. A and B are in partnership, sharing profits and losses in the proportion of 3/4 and 1/4 respectively. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2016 was as follows. Cash 1000 rupees, trade receivable 25, inventory 22, plant and machinery 4000, trade receivable, trade payable 12,000, bank overdraft 50,000, base capital 15, base capital 10,000. On 1st April 2016, they admitted C into partnership on the following terms. C to purchase 1/3 of goodwill for 2000. C to purchase and provide 10,000 as capital. Goodwill not to appear in books. C to purchase 1/3 of the goodwill for 2000 and provide 10,000 as capital. Goodwill not to appear in the books. C to purchase 1/3 of goodwill means 2000 is going to bring towards his share of goodwill. Provide 10,000 as capital. Goodwill not appear in the books means this is what previously we used to show. But I think there's a meaning in that. We discuss on that when after completion of the treatment of goodwill, you'll be knowing why goodwill not appear in the books. For the time being, just hold on there. For future profits and losses are to be shared by A, B, C equally. That means a new ratio was given. That is after admission. What is the old ratio? Three by 4, 1/4. When old ratio is given, new ratio is given, old minus new sacrificing ratio. Okay. Plant and machinery is to be reduced by 10%. It will be taken to valuation. And 500 rupees is to be provided for estimated bad debts. This is also to be taken to revaluation. Inventory is to be taken at a valuation of 24,940. Then fourth point. By bringing in or withdrawing cash and capitals of A and B are to be made proportionate to that of C on their profit sharing basis. By bringing in or withdrawing cash, that means I just now have explained today's class first point. By bringing in or withdrawing cash and capitals of A and B are to be made proportion to that of C on their profit sharing basis. That means by bringing or withdrawing cash of capitals of A and B to make proportion to that of C means the capitals of A and B are to be adjusted on the basis of C's capital. On the basis of C's share of capital. Is this clear? On the basis of C's share of capital. What is C's share of capital? 10,000. 10,000 is for 1/3. I told you today class, new firm capital is equal to, on the basis of new partner share of capital, reciprocal of his share. Reciprocal means 1/3. 1/3 if you reverse it, you will be getting 3/1. Set out the entries to the above arrangements in the firm general and give partners capital accounts in tabular form. It is asking only two things. One is general entries and capital accounts. So let me start the working notes. The first important working notes is treatment of goodwill. This treatment of goodwill is very, very important. Treatment of goodwill. I think here, to make it easy for you to understand, here let me find out, given the information, 2000. I think yesterday's class I told you, if new firm goodwill is given, a new profit sharing ratio is given, goodwill can be raised and written off. We also can find out even new firm goodwill is not given, firm goodwill is not given. On the basis of new partner, we can find out firm goodwill also. That is what today I am explaining. I think raising and writing off by statement will be easy. You can easily avoid calculation of ratio. C is a share of goodwill 2000. Firm goodwill is equal to 2000 is for 1 by 3, no? 3 by 1 how much? Into 3 by 1. 6,000. 6,000 to 1 by 3, 2,000. Now, adjustment of goodwill. You do one thing. How many partners are there? 3 partners, no? First, rupees 6,000 goodwill raised. Is to 1. Goodwill is raised, it is credited to whom? Which partners? All partners. 3 by 1. If you look at the 3 by 1, we are getting 3 is to 1. 3 by 4. 3 by 4 means 1500. 1500 3, 4500. To A it is credited 4500. To B it is credited 1500. See, nothing is a new partner. Goodwill written off. I told you this is also easy thing. Or else you can find out firm goodwill sacrificing ratio. Share of goodwill sacrificing ratio. Instead of that, I am converting share of goodwill into firm goodwill, then rising and writing off. I think this will be easy for you to work out. What is the ratio? 1 is to 1. Then you debit 2000. Now go for simplification. Here credit is showing more, 2500. Surprisingly, one of the old partners capital account is showing debit balance of 500 along with new partner C. It means who is also sacrificing B is who is gaining, B is also gaining. Always new partner is a gaining partner. But in this problem for the first time, one of the old partner is also gaining. Here you remember note, in the above case, B is also gaining in the above case. B is also gaining along with C. Therefore, B along with C should compensate A. Okay, I think this entry, since he is asking entries, the entries I will be dictating. But I think for the time being you can see 2000 is a cash brought by C. We have learned C in the problem. C to purchase 1/3 of goodwill for 2000 and provide 10,000 as capital. His purchasing means, when you are talking about purchasing means, he is paying cash. So 2000 rupees is going to be brought in by cash by whom? C. But what about B? B is an insider. Why should he bring cash? And instead of that, what we can do? We can reduce the capital of B. He can either bring the cash or he can reduce. Since B information is not given, if B information is given in the problem is a hint. So that is why generally they won't be giving hint. So B information about he brought the cash is not given. If a partner who is gaining can't bring cash, his capital account will be debited. I think if you go by the entry, it's very clear. C is bringing cash account at R 2000. B is not bringing cash. B's capital account at R 500. Who is sacrificing? Only A alone is sacrificing. Okay. That means who is sacrificing in the, that is only A is sacrificing. But we are not sacrificing, B is not sacrificing. Previously, so far, 4 problems which we have done, who was sacrificing? B was the whole, both the whole partners were sacrificing. In this case, one of the old partner is sacrificing, one of the old partner is gaining along with new partner. Then second point, note number 2. Adjustment of capitals. Adjustment of capitals here. C's capital into reciprocal of his share. C's capital reciprocal of his share. That is, what is C's capital given? 10,000. What is his share? 1 by 3. If you reverse it, 3 by 1. 30,000. So in future, the new firm capital is 30,000. Now here, in this case, A's closing capital, it is on the date of admission, 30,000 into 1 by 3. Because in the problem has given equal partners, no, is also same, 10,000. C is a new partner, C is also bringing the same thing, no. That means if any partner is having excess more than 10,000, cash is to be paid. Any partner is having less than that, deficiency has to bring in. I think C is a new partner, no issue. But it is relating to whom? A and B. If A is having excess, we will be paid. If B is having deficiency, he should bring the cash. Okay. So I think these two are the important. I have a new ratio already given in the problem, so I think there will not be any issue. Okay. And this capital has to be adjusted in new profit sharing ratio. So I think he is asking you to write the entries part of it. If you look at, I think this is the problem number 5th. I told you page number 105. So let me go for entries, my dear friends. First entry. I think here in the balance sheet we got cash balance and overdraft. Okay. You can, if you use the word bank account, overdraft will reduce, may increase. But I think since it is not asking any adjustment, we can start with whenever new partner brings anything towards cash, you can debit which account? Cash account. So let me start with journal entries. Is asking with journal entries and partners capital account. So first I am starting with solution. I am writing journal entries. Let us see point number 1. First entry. New partner has brought cash towards his share of capital. Cash account at R2. C's capital, how much C is bringing? Rupees 10,000. Being share of capital Then second this treatment is goodwill. Let me complete goodwill so that we can go for evaluation. So cash account debtor, this is for note for you to understand. Share of goodwill and I told you B also should bring because he is also gaining. But since the cash information is not given, we debit which capital? B's capital. $500 and this amount will be given to whom? A. $2,500 being the entry for adjustment of goodwill. Being the entry for adjustment of goodwill. Okay, so I think I've given the entry for capital contribution and goodwill. Now let us look at the problem that is regarding revaluation. Plant and machinery to be reduced by 10%, 500 to provide for doubtful debts, inventory to be taken at a valuation of 24,940. If you look at the inventory, 22,000 has become 24,940. There is appreciation of inventory by 2,940. I am writing that entry. Whenever there is appreciation of asset account should be debited. Inventory account debtor to revaluation account. 2,940. You know the format of entries, but I am writing like it otherwise waste of time. You know narration being the entry for appreciation in the value of asset. Fourth one. Now let us see. Plant and machinery decreased and they are also asking you to provide PBD. Plant and machinery reduced by 10%. Look at the plant and machinery 4,000. 10% is coming to 400. What is PBD is saying 500. 400 plus 500, 900. So revaluation account should be debited. To provision for bad debts 500. Narration being the entry for decrease in the value of assets. I think by this time you are comfortable in entry is part of it. I will not explain a detailed way. Evaluation account to plant and machinery to PBD. Now I think the evaluation items have been completed. So without opening the evaluation account, you can find out profit or loss. Revaluation credit is 2,940. Revaluation debit is 900, which is showing more credit. Credit minus debit. Credit side is more profit. 2,940 minus 900, 2,040. That profit will be created to whom? Old partners according to their old profit sharing ratio. The entry will be revaluation account data 2040 the calculator, find out 2040 into it is coming to 1530. Okay, to B's capital find it. Being entry for profit on revaluation created. We don't have any undistributed profits unlike previous problem. So I think last entry is the actually goodwill is completed, capital contribution is completed, revaluation is completed. But in this problem, we are having adjustment of capital. No? In future, A is going to have 10,000, B is going to have 10,000, C is going to have 10,000. So any partner is having more than 10,000, cash will be paid. Any partner is having less than 10 has to bring cash. I think that we can know only after opening partner's capital account. So what I am doing in the meanwhile, I am leaving the space there for writing the entry. So now what I will do, that I will be opening partner's capital accounts. Partner's capital account, that is B part of the question. So for partner's capital, that I need to, actually is not asking to open evaluation account, we haven't gone for it. If you want, you can go for evaluation account also. Is this clear? Otherwise it's a waste of time. So I haven't gone for evaluation account. So what I am going to do is that I am going to open now partner's capital account. For opening a partner's capital account, you need to draw lines here first of all. A Okay, you know that A and B are old partners, so you are having by balance brought down. By balance brought down, you can see A's capital how much was given. 10,000, B's capital 10,000. Then I think we have seen we got revaluation profit now 153510. 15, what is the amount? 15, 30, 510. Then we also seen goodwill. Goodwill is to be created to who? A. Because A alone is sacrificing. Here I am writing by A goodwill. What is cash bought by C, that is to be created to A? 2000. What is gain by B? 500. In A you can't write A, sorry, B. Now here in B you should write okay. Since who can't bring the cash towards goodwill? B. B's account will be debited. A partner who can't bring his share of goodwill, his capital account will be debited. We don't have any result in this problem. Any other adjustment that is relating to partner's capital, you can see we don't have any adjustment. But I think closing capitals of the partners has to be A 10,000. In future, B has to maintain 10,000. NOC is going to bring 10,000 now. Okay. Let us see. Okay. What is the total of A? Take calculator and work out. It is coming to 19,030. 19,030 minus 19,030 is A is having credit. A's capital showing credit balance of 1930. But he should maintain how much? 10,000. How much excess is having? 9,030. That is being paid in cash. Excess paid. That means he's supposed to maintain after admission of a new partner in future 10,000. But he is having 19,030. How much you have to pay? 9,030 excess amount will be paid. This is what I have given the note. Then let us look at B. 10,510. 10,510. 10,510 minus 500. That means he should maintain a cash of 10,000, 10,000, but is having cash balance of 10,010. How? 10,510 minus goodwill written off is reducing his capital. That means as on today's capital is 10,010, but how much he should maintain? 10,000. How much excess is having? 10 rupees. That excess has been paid. I think you can write the entry here, the space that is being provided. Last entry, sixth entry. Base capital account data. How much total you are paying? 9,040. No? How much you are paying? 9,040. So that A's capital data 9,030. To B's capital you are paying 10 rupees. To cash account 9,040. Here I am writing B excess amount being excess amount paid to partners. That means A is having more than, he is supposed to maintain 10,000 but is having 19,030. So you are paying 9,030 excess amount. B is supposed to have 10,000 but B is having 10,010. Whenever capitals are adjusted, excess amount is being paid. I think this is what two questions he was asking. One is entries, the other one is partners capital. Even if you want to try balance sheet, that you can try. Okay. So you do only whatever is being asked to complete, right? Now let us see the sixth problem. Got it, all of you? So what are the accounts we have prepared? Partners capital account. And as far as C is concerned, is a new partner. No? He bought 10,000 and that 10,000 is maintained. It doesn't have either excess or nor deficiency. Okay, my dear friends. The entries has been completed. Partners capital account also has been completed. Let me take you to sixth problem. Just a minute. Meanwhile, you read the problem. It is also there in the charms material. Same page number. Not fair. Okay, A and B are in partnership sharing profits and losses equally. The balance sheet of Mrs. A and B as on 31st December 2006 was as follows. A's capital 45, B's capital 45, trade payable 20,000, sundry fixed assets 60,000, inventories 30,000 and bank balance 20,000. Total is coming to 1,10,000. Then on 1st January 2017 they agreed to take C as 1/3 partner to increase the capital base to 1,35,000. Then I think here one line is missing. That is what I was looking at. I'm adding. It is not there in the screen. C agrees to pay. I think here it is missing. C agrees to pay 10,000. C agrees to pay 60,000. C agrees to pay 60,000. Now I told you after new partner being admitted, capital base is 1,35,000. Show the necessary entries and prepare partners capital account. Now you can see old partners are sharing profits and losses equally. New partner is also 1/3 means is an equal partner. That means the new profit sharing ratio of the firm in future is going to be 1:1:1. Is this clear? It is 1:1:1. So let me take you to simple thing. Working notes number 1. is about a goodwill. Sir, how we need to find out goodwill, sir? Very simple. Goodwill brought in by C is missing. Sir, what is that, sir? Here I am ready. Amount brought in by C, no? Given here, how much? 60,000 rupees. Amount brought in by C is 60,000. C's share of capital. See, what is the capital base? 1,35,000 is given. 1,35,000 into 1 by 3. It will be getting 45. I think you can check down. 45,000. That means he is supposed to bring 45,000 towards his share of capital. But how much he has brought it? 60,000. The difference is 15,000 is share of goodwill. Brought by C. Credited to him all partners in their sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio, I told you, old profit sharing ratio, incoming partner share is given. Old partners are going to sacrifice in their old profit sharing ratio, which is 1:1. That's it. If you look at the entries, bank account data 15,000 to AB. That is goodwill is adjusted to whom? All partners in their sacrificing ratio. Brought by C, adjusted to all partners in their sacrifice ratio. In their sacrifice ratio. Okay, then next one. Working notes number 2. Working notes number 2 is that the capital base is 1,35,000. Today's class, in the beginning I have explained you, model 3, if you recollect it properly, when base base of cap, sorry, base eraser is not working. When base capital of the new firm is given. New firm capital is equal to base capital. I told you 6 problems of Chom's material. So, in this case, what is base capital? 1,35,000. Working notes number 2. Adjustment of capitals. New firm capital is equal to new firm capital is equal to 1,35,000 given. Next, new profit sharing ratio that is not given. Even if you find out, you will be getting 1 by 3. How, sir? Total share 1, balance C's share 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Then, therefore, new profit sharing ratio is equal to old into balance. What is old? A. Old 1 by 3, 1 by 2. Balance 2 by 3, 1 by 3, no? B also same. C given already 1 by 3. So what is the new ratio? Therefore, new ratio is equal to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Okay. Now, then A's capital in the new form is equal to 1,35,000 into 1 by 3. It is equal to 45,000. That means A should maintain in the new form that much. Same. C also same because they all are equal partners now. That means A is having 45, B is having 45, C is having 45. And then what is it is asking? Show necessary journal entries and prepare partners capital accounts. If you look at the journal entries part, it is simple. This is working notes has been completed. Let me go for journal entries part of it. Journal. First entry. Bank account at R to C's capital. Being entry for capital brought by C. You don't any revaluation or nothing, only two entries. Second one, he brought 15,000 towards share of goodwill. Bank account at R 15,000. A's capital, we are creating 7,500, 7,500. Goodwill you are creating to whom? Or partners in their sacrificing ratio that I have already explained you. To B's capital, being goodwill created to being goodwill created to A and B in their sacrificing ratio. Now third one, whenever you are adjusting capital, one partner may have surplus, one partner may have deficiency. That will be knowing only after opening of partner's capital account. In fact, he is asking show necessary entries and prepare partner's capital account. So let me, third entry I can write only after opening partner's capital account. by balance brought down. You don't have any revaluation adjustment or good and or undistributed profit. So A's capital beginning 45, B 45. C is a new partner. No? Okay. Then he also brought C 45,000 towards his share of goodwill. And we have written the entry, goodwill brought in by the new partners created to old partners according to their sacrificing ratio by bank, this time goodwill. What is the share of goodwill? A 7,500, B 7,500, that is being created. In future, A should maintain 45,000 towards his share of capital, B should maintain 45,000, C should maintain how much? 45,000. I think it's very clear. If you look at the total, A is having 52,500, B is having 52,500, means in future A is going to maintain 45, B is going to maintain 45, C since a new partner it brings 45. But if you look at the A is having 52,500, but how much he should supposed to maintain? 45,000. So is the case of B. So how much excess A and B are having? 7,500. That is given as a hint in the problem. I think that was previous problem. That bringing cash on it, right? But here, after adjusting that, whoever is having excess amount will be paid like previous problem. We can write to bank excess paid to partners. The old partners, old partners capital is 45A, 45B. C brought 45 towards his share of capital. Entry for goodwill. Goodwill brought in by the new partners created to old partners according to their sacrificing ratio. In the problem, 60,000 has been given total. That 60,000 is consisting of 45,000 towards share of capital, 15,000 towards share of goodwill. That goodwill is to be credited to whom? Old partners according to their sacrificing ratio, which is 1:1. That means in future A should maintain 45, B 45, C 45 because base capital was given. So A is having total liquidated 50 to 500, so is the case of B, C 45. C is correct. 45 is having the balance to maintain 45. Since is a new partner, no problem. But A is having excess of how much? 7,500. Because his capital is 50 to 500, but how much he should maintain in future? 45. Excess is to be paid in cash. So is the case of B. I think this is a simple problem. So we have also learned the entries also. The entry I need to write. That is the entry I should write. A's capital account that are 7,500 is having excess that is being paid. B's capital account that are 7,500 to bank account 15,000. That is excess amount is being paid. You got the clarity now? Whenever a partner is having excess amount should be paid. Whether you are having excess or deficiency will be known only when partners' capitals has to be adjusted. That is, it is according to their profit sharing ratio. Here I am writing narration. Being the excess capital in the form is paid to whom? Old partners. Entry is A's capital account data, B's capital account data to bank account. I think this is a very simple question. You can expect like that, like a short question, right? I hope you got the clarity. Only you are having, this is something like hidden goodwill. That goodwill we were able to find out how, sir. Amount brought in by C is 660,000. C's share of capital 130. He should supposed to bring 45,000 towards share of capital. But how much he brought? 60. That means the difference is 15,000 is treated as goodwill. That goodwill is to be credited to old partners according to their sacrificing ratio. I told you already. A and B are equal partners. C is also given 1/3 share. Then A and B are sacrificing in their old profit sharing ratio, that is 1:1. Okay. I think these two problems I have covered. Maybe you can go through it once again. New ratios are why new ratio is ascertained. So whenever adjusted capitals are given, new ratio is to be ascertained. Okay, my dear friends. So I hope you all are following. With this, I have completed division of partner concept has been completed. Next class I will be starting the introduction to retirement death common. Then we work out the problems based on retirement or death of a partner. Right? Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next class. God bless you all.